Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video we are going to see the topic useRef hook in React.js. Okay, so first of all let us discuss what we are going to cover in this video. So firstly we will see what is ref in React, what is useRef hook, and finally we are going to see using ref in functional based component. Now at the end of the video we are also going to see an interview question. So before starting the video, if you are new to my channel and if you are not aware, I have created a complete playlist on React.js concepts, and you can go and check out this playlist in the playlist section of my channel. And if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel to get all the latest notification. Now let's start with our video. First is, what is ref in React? So let us see. Ref in React are short for references. As the name suggests, they allow you to reference and interact with DOM nodes and React components directly. Refs comes in handy when you need to reference some information in a component, but you don't want that information to trigger new renders. So basically, if you remember when we use JavaScript or jQuery, we used to manipulate DOM, right? Using document.getElement, and then in a HTML, we used to change the DOM basically. So in React, if you have to do the same, you have to make use of this concept, that is ref. Now React does not suggest it to use refs regularly because React in its best practices mentions that you should not manipulate DOM too frequently, and if you are doing it, you should be aware of what you are doing it. Okay, that is why you have to use refs only when it is much needed and if you are very sure of your use case. Now, common use cases of React refs include: first is managing focus, text selection, or media playback. Second is triggering imperative animations, and third is integrating with third-party DOM libraries. So in this video, we are going to see the first use case up to some extent. Now let's see this in action. What we are going to do now is we are going to go to our code editor, and I am going to create a functional component because we have to see our use ref hook in action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a functional component. First of all, here I'm going to create a structure, basic structure initially. So let me have a h1 which says use ref hook in React, and then I'm going to have an input. I'm having an input because we are going to see by manipulating this input in different ways to understand the concept of ref. Okay, and then I'm going to have an button which says update input. Now we will go to our front end and we will see. So we have this use ref hook in React, and then an input and then button. So now what we are going to do initially is, since use ref is a hook and we have already seen a lot of hooks, we know how to import it. So we will just import it basically like this. Okay, use ref. Now we have imported this hook. Now before moving ahead, what we are doing to do the first thing is we are going to create a variable. So let input ref, this is just a variable, and we are going to write use ref, and initial value we are going to set it as null. Okay, now we have to target this input, right? So that's why whenever we have to do this, what we have to do is we have to write ref equals to and our variable name. So in this way we are targeting our input through ref. Now what I want is, as soon as I click on my button, there should be something that should happen in this input. Okay, so for that I'm just going to click, first of all create a function which should run on click. So the function name I'm going to keep it as handle input. Okay, and now we are going to define this function. So const. So now here we will write, okay, how can we manipulate our input? So input ref dot current dot value, okay, is equals to 1000. Okay, now let's see whether it is working or not. If you see, what did I done is, first of all I created this input, and then in the input I have referenced this in this way, ref equals to input ref, and then on button click I have run a function. Okay, so this function, what I have written is input ref dot current dot value equals to 1000. So as soon as I click on this button, my input should have the value of 1000. Okay, so in this way I'm manipulating my DOM. So what other thing that we can do is input ref dot current dot style, and in style we want to set the color. So color, as we can set the color as red. Okay, so let's see, refreshing it and update input, and this time both the things are happening simultaneously. It is also setting the value 1000 and also making its color change to red. One more thing that we can do is, which we have seen in the use cases, like making focusing it. So how can we do it? So input ref dot current dot focus. Now focus is a function, so you have to write brackets. So now if you see, we are going to refresh it, and as soon as I click on update input, there is a focus on this input also. The cursor is blinking. So in this way, ref is useful if you have to manipulate your DOM, but as mentioned, please make use of it wisely, and so that you should not end up in more troubles. So this is the one of the feature that is provided by React, and useRef is a hook which you can use in functional components. So in this video we have seen, first of all, what is ref in React, and then we have seen what is useRef hook and how can we use it in functional component. Now let us see what is the interview question for today. So the interview question for today is, what is forward ref in React? So I'm not going to answer this question in this video, because our next video is going to be on this topic, which is what is forward ref in React. Basically, I'll give you some hint. Okay, what is forward ref? So in this video, what we have seen is, we were working on just one component, right, which was our app.js. So for example, in the similar way, if we have two components, for example, app.js and child.js, and my input, this input is in my child.js, okay, and I want that when I click here, this input reference should change in my child component. So if we are working on two components, on multiple components, then we need to forward the ref, okay, from here to the child component or the other component. So in that case, we make use of forward ref. So in the next video, we are going to talk in detail about that concept, which is forward ref. But that's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching the video.